Good morning. It is June 14th, Flag Day. I think it was Thomas Jefferson that said, take life by the easy handle. Wise advice at all times. It's something I'm thinking about today. I have 17 miles to Wolf Creek Pass. Normal circumstances, 17 miles. Boom, boom, I'm there. I'm not planning on that today. I'm not planning on much of anything in the San Juans other than making slow, steady progress. Taking life by the easy handle when necessary. Yesterday I made it to Elwood Pass. I nearly went to I was planning on going to the cabin. It's supposed to have good tenting. This is Elwood Pass. Part of Elwood Pass down beneath me. And so I don't lose my breath here, I'll just stop because I do have a few thoughts. I'm still processing the last 2 days. So it may not be evident, but I was interacting most of the past 2 days with Grizz and Pockets. Not hiking with them, but seeing that I'm at stops and at the critical junctures in which we found ourselves. 2 days ago, we ended up at mile 818.5, in which we get to this point, and from there you have to one way or the other deviate from the CDT because the trail itself is cliffed out. It seemed crazy to us to follow the CDT along and then hope to find the proper chute in which to glissade down. The next morning, from the opposite side of the valley, I could see how it was done, how other people did it. I mean, I could see the tracks, but you had to choose the right chute. The other way that people apparently got down was just to walk down one of those snowfields and just seeing the first 50 meters of that trail in the mud. It seemed too steep, even in the mud, to go down. So we ended up bushwhacking down the ridge, heading the opposite direction from the direction we had to head, because that's where the contour intervals were the gentlest. A wise decision, except we got cliffed out at the bottom, and that kind of thing happens 80% of the time when you go bushwhacking. You wish you hadn't, and there was sort of no trail. We ended up getting down there safely. All three of us earlier, before we were even there, before we had to bushwhack an hour through the forest, we all independently had verbalized, I just want today to be over, because it was so tough, so much snow, so many problems, so much post-holing, so much physical effort. We were kind of stupid tired, and I could tell I was getting very, very sloppy. Yesterday was pretty clear going for most of the day. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of snowfields. There were a lot of snowfields. There were a lot of post-holing and everything. But it wasn't until we got to this one problem that really slowed us down. I don't know how long total it took us. Hour, 2 hours, something like that. I haven't seen Pockets and Grizz since then. I went on what is the CDT. I mean, right on the red line. I could tell from the footprints that very few people had done it. Some people had done it before me, but very few people had. Most people had taken the snowfield, and once I had done it and was on the opposite side of the valley, I could see how it was laid out, how it was done. where the people had come halfway down the snowfield and then glissaded down to the bottom. I tried to shout this to Pockets and Grizz. I could hear them just talking to each other. It's sort of, one of the acoustics of the mountains. That I was half a mile away or 3/4 of a mile away, something like that. And I could hear them talking to each other. I don't know that they ever heard me try to tell them how other people had done it. Take the snowfield halfway down, glissade down. It appeared to me that they tried to backtrack and get down into the valley and then hike up the valley. I hope it all worked out for them. I haven't seen them since. I haven't heard or seen them this morning. But it's not evident to me that there was an easy way down into that valley at all. It could have been a situation like the three of us had the day before, where it seemed like a good idea, but then when you start going down, you end up in a untenable position. So I hope they're okay. Moving on to today. I've been husbanding my food. As it turns out, I got plenty of food. So my plan is just to do this part of this 17.5 miles and get to the trailhead early tomorrow, hitch into Pagosa Springs. X-Ray and 2-Speed have been very good. Once again, they came through and texted me. They've already completed this section and part of the next section. And that's a really long section. I was looking at it thinking, wow, that's going to be 10, 12 days worth of food. I mean, how do you carry that much food? Especially with all the other stuff that I'm going to have then. I'm having my ice axe, my snowshoes, a lot of extra gear. And they broke it up. They went into Silverton, which I think is probably the way to go. It's like a 5-mile hike out from the trail to get to a trailhead to hopefully get a hitch into Silverton. But take life by the easy handle. And if you have a long section, maybe you should just plan on breaking it up. Pretty awesome view. Hey, Rooster?
Yo.
Yo.
It is amazing.
It's kind of what it's all about.
It is.
But you kind of have to take a breather sometimes and turn around and go, oh, wait a minute here. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
The old cliche of stopping to smell the roses, right?
Yeah. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Pretty much a sheer face. Can't go around it. Okay. So I'm just leaving the pizza place in Pagosa Springs. Just Jim, good fun, cougar bait, chimney, single T, and rooster. And it was one of the most cathartic experiences of my life. I likened it to the end of Poopyville at Aviation Officer Candidate School. And we all had to get off our chest the experience of the last 4, 5, 6 days. The various chutes, the various traverses, the various gnarly things that we had to deal with. Human beings need to do that with significant events in their lives. And the South San Juans are like that. And as we sort of broke up to go to our respective hobbit holes, we all kind of observed that nobody said the South San Juans were going to be that bad. And we hear from those ahead of us that the South San Juans were actually worse than the North San Juans. Worse meaning more difficult, more danger. And we certainly all felt that danger, that risk, that I better not slip right here. We all felt that. And so as we gathered over a beer or two and some pizza, we all had to get that off our chests. So that too is healing. Hope you're having a great day.